We'll make short work of them.
For decades, the Moher Elves, exiled from Finnanmere, have roamed Io in search of a new home. In Northander, they were promised lands of their own, but as the Mage Rebellion arose, they were quickly forgotten. Now, years later, they have taken shelter in a nomadic settlement in Leafshade, a dense, dangerous jungle amidst the no-man's land between Utran and Wulfgar.
All right. The Moorhere settlement should be a little further to the north.
How long have the Moorhere been living here?
Well, they left Finnanmere about 30 years ago, and they were sent to settle here 8 years after their arrival. So that's 22 years now.
Pretty long, considering Leafshade was just meant to be a stopover.
I'm sure they feel the same way. But then again, I understand why finding a new home for fugitive elves wasn't on top of the Crown's priority list after the Mage Wars broke out.
All right then, what's the plan?
Well, I suggest we try to find their settlement first and then talk to their scryers. They're the ones who make the decisions.
Good. Then lead the way.
Sounds like a plan.
Now would you look at that?
They will burn. Sure.
Interesting.
Sure.
Yes?
What do you want?
That way? Got it. Sure.
Let's see.
Yes?
Yes?
A traveler. Don't get many in these parts. What do you want? If you're looking for shelter, you've come to the wrong place.
Who are you people? This is Elven territory, isn't it?
Huh. Elven territory, my arse. Just because the Moor here were allowed to put up their little town here doesn't mean they own the whole jungle. As for who we are, if you don't know, then you probably don't have any business here.
Never mind. We'll be off. What do we need?
Sounds like a plan. All right, here goes nothing.
Now would you look at that? Let's see. Is this the village?
Should be. And don't ask me why there's no one guarding the entrance.
There have been, until some hours ago. They're further down in the village.
Another human? Well, isn't that great?
We're just...
No, say no more. I know why you're here. Looking for some nice elven kin to enhance your bloodline, aren't you?
What?
Yes, that's what I thought. Well, why don't you join your fellow crossbreeders in the Wolfgar lands? There you can copulate all you want. Now sod off!
You got it.
Can't believe we're still having this discussion. Tell me, Arlen, where was Ellen in all those years when our people were on the run? Just face it, she never helped us. None of the Guardians did.
Well, maybe they would have if it weren't for heretics like you. We are Ellen's children, all of us.
We are the children of our mothers and our fathers, for heck's sake. If you are so pious, then why did you leave Finn and Mir in the first place? What we need is rationality and reason, not praying to the gods that have left us.
Heresy, Varden. This is heresy.
What's next?
Salangar, a pure blood. Just when I thought this day couldn't get any better.
Not what I'd call myself. I haven't been in Finn and Mir for 8 years.
Is that so? Well, who am I to judge? Who let you in?
There weren't any guards.
What? Great. Just great. This is getting better and better. But please, forgive my manners. I'm Varden Merilith, second scryer of Lathwain. Who are you? And what do you want? Are you with the soldiers?
Soldiers?
The army folk. But if you have to ask, I suppose you're on your own. Tell me then, what brings you here?
That's a long story.
So you're the corporal from Lianan? Well, that's a surprise. I know the story, and once more I would like to apologize for what Scryer Elion did. She should not have opened fire. Also, I know about what happened to you afterwards. How the other soldier tried to frame you. I am honestly surprised you are still alive. The Royal Army isn't known for their leniency. Either way, your story sounds bizarre, but I don't think you are lying. And after the events in Lianan, it's only fair if we help you now. To make up for it. Not to mention the fact that the Bloodburn needs to be stopped.
So you'll provide us with troops?
It's not that simple. I have to bring up the matter before the other scryers, and they all have to agree. But not now. We currently have our own stack of problems to deal with.
Are you the leader of this place?
One of them, yes. I'm the second scryer, and the Moorhere Council is made up of 6 scryers in total. 7, actually, but our eldest passed away recently. Which complicates the decision-making, as you can imagine.
What problems do you have?
The short version? Leafshade has been struck by the Bloodburn. Elves and animals are affected, and for some reason it has a different effect on us than it has on your race. It corrupts us.
Corrupts?
Drives us mad. And if that weren't enough, the council can't decide on a course of action. Pathetic, isn't it? People are dying, but all we do is bicker.
Where do you and Finrior disagree?
Oh, that's simple. Finrior claims that the corruption has nothing to do with the Bloodburn, but is a curse of the Guardians. Of Ellen, to be precise.
The Guardians aren't children throwing tantrums.
Yes. And in these days, I doubt they could even if they wanted to. The Guardians are gone. this is a fact we have to deal with.
So where do you think this corruption comes from?
As I said, I think it's just how we elves react to the Bloodburn.
How many of you are affected?
Not as many as in your kind. 1 in 10, maybe. And for some reason, the infection only spreads outside the city borders.
As I said, I'm trying to find a cure for the Bloodburn. Maybe I might be able to help.
You want this alliance to happen as quick as possible, don't you? Well, yes, maybe your knowledge about the Bloodburn could indeed help us. Give me a moment to think this through, will you? There are some things I need to consider.
All right. Yes, we should...
What? Who are you? Who let you in?
The gate was unguarded.
Really? Next thing you know, this place is being overrun by undead because the guards have all gathered to hear us bicker. You're from Gravefell, aren't you? I recognize that accent. I'm Arlen Finriar, first scryer of this settlement. What do you want?
I'm looking for allies, but let me start from the beginning.
Ah, so, you're Isamo Taha's child. Well, you're lucky, I believe, that the Guardians have given us all a free will. I can see that you're nothing like your father, and it's true that the Bloodburn has to be ended. I can agree with those crazy cultists on that much.
So you're going to help us?
I would if I could, but as you may have gathered by now, we have our own battle to fight here. Ellen has cursed us.
Who is the other elf? The one you...
A misguided fool, and sadly one with a very influential father, who made him the second scryer of this township.
Ellen has cursed you?
Yes. Our lands are withering, and every 1 in 10 elves loses his mind. Their eyes turn black, they salivate like animals, and attack everything in sight.
And you think Ellen has inflicted this curse upon you?
I know. You see, since we Moria left Finnanmere, more and more of our people have fallen away from our faith. Some even blame the Guardians for our exile. Briefly put, we were cast out of the Finnanmere Empire after we expressed doubts about the Elven Council.
Yes, I know the story.
As you can imagine, the years we spent on the road searching for a new home were strenuous. And as a result of that, more and more of our people lost faith in the Guardians, which is ironic, since our faith was one of the reasons we were cast out in the first place.
Well, you can't deny that the Guardians have become weaker.
That is true. But have you ever wondered why?
I guess you have?
Yes, indeed. They have withdrawn from this world because people have stopped believing. It has always been our belief, our unwavering faith, that had made them strong. Without it, there simply is no reason for them to care anymore.
You're assuming the Guardians behave like little children, take away their sweets, and they run off crying or start throwing tantrums.
It's not that simple. But I doubt this is the right time for a theological discussion.
Probably not.
And what does all this have to do with the corruption?
Isn't it obvious? It's Ellen's punishment for us turning our backs on her.
You mean...
Yes. Ellen has protected our kind for millennia. And now, we have betrayed her. This is her punishment.
Isn't it more likely that this is simply the way elves react to the Bloodburn?
No. Although rare, there have been cases of Bloodburn among the Moria too, and they display exactly the same symptoms as humans. Varden Merilith simply likes to ignore that because it doesn't fit into his nice little theory. Also, why does it only occur in Leafshade, and only outside the city walls? The plague doesn't know borders.
If you're the first scryer, why do you need Merilith's approval?
Because that's how the Moria law demands it. The Council has to come to a mutual agreement, otherwise we cannot take action.
What do the other scryers think about that? How many are there?
4. 2 of them are with me, 2 with Merilith. You see the problem.
If it is a curse by Ellen, how can it be cured?
Of course. Despite all we have done, Ellen still considers us her children. What she wants is for us to remember her, to return to our true faith. In other words, it is a trial.
It's true. Sometimes the Guardians put our faith to the test.
Well said, Orc. All we need to do is to trust in Ellen's guidance. Then we will find a way to lift the curse.
If we help you lift this curse, would you be willing to ally yourselves with us?
Well, the Bloodburn is a scourge for all races, so, yes. Should you help us, I could take up the matter with the other scryers.
Now what?
Well, if there's any way to get these whiteskins on our side, it's by helping them cure this corruption.
We need to try. I suggest we ally ourselves with Merilith. The other one seems to have lost the support of his people already.
Then let's let them know.
Varden, please, would you mind leaving these travelers alone with your obscure theories?
Yes, sure, Arlen. Just keep on acting as if the Bloodburn isn't a threat. Blazes, wake up! We need to face the facts or we will go down. It's as simple as that.
Facts? There aren't any facts. There's no evidence that the Bloodburn is related to this at all.
Is that so? And what about your Guardian theory? Oh, great. Now you've fed them. Silent Gar, this is getting ridiculous. If nothing happens, we'll still be arguing in our graves. Tell me, your offer, does it still stand? An outsider who isn't dependent on the councils could be just what we need.
As I said, I'm happy to help.
Good. Blazes, you have no idea how good it is to talk with a person of reason for once. Come, let's discuss this elsewhere. That's better. Blasted, isn't it incredible how this old man is unwilling to see reason?
From his point of view, you're the one who's being stubborn. He seems to be a very pious man.
There's a difference between being pious and being deluded. Anyway, all the better you're here. Let's discuss how we proceed. What we need first is proof to convince Arlen. As long as he insists on fighting that plague in prayer shrines, we cannot take any real action.
What kind of proof did you have in mind?
It remains to be seen. First of all, scout Leafshade's surroundings. Just like the Bloodburn, the infections don't follow a clear pattern, but all of them took place outside the city walls. I will mark the place on your map where the activity has been most extreme. Secondly, there's a human military outpost nearby. To investigate, you'll need to ask for permission to cross their borders. After the disaster in Lianan, the last thing we want is another breach of our treaty.
All right. We'll do our best.
Yes, and thank you. I appreciate your help.
The Elves' hammer. I was beginning to think these discussions were never going to end.
No argument there. Let's go talk to the soldiers and see if they let us into their territory to find that proof.
You picked the wrong enemies.
That way? Sounds like a plan.
Do you smell that?
Yes, like carrion.
And the water is the same color as the blisters on the corrupted.
If you ask me, we just found the cause of this plague. And it's definitely not a curse.
What do we need?
You got it.
Jesus! Help me, somebody! Jesus! Help me, somebody!
Here we go. Get ready! Fair enough. Let's do this.
Interesting. would you look at that? Let's see.
What? That's all? We're getting started.
Now would you look at that?
A treant. Ellen's reigns.
Blazes! What has happened to it?
Mind clouded. Dark fog. Dying. Please, you. Run. Run now.
Tahar, I don't like the way it's looking at us. I think we should leave.
What the blazes was that? Why did it attack us?
The corruption. It must have taken hold of it.
That's odd. I get how this frenzy could be an elf's reaction to the Bloodburn, but how likely is it that a treant reacts the same way? Not to mention all the animals.
What do you want?
Will do.
Let's burn them.
Yes. Interesting.
A traveler. Don't get many in these parts. What do you want? If you're looking for shelter, you've come to the wrong place.
Can you let us in?
As I said, no. This isn't a roadside inn. Now sod off.
Wait, not so fast. The Moor here sent us. It's important.
The more here, huh? All right, fine. Come in, but make it quick. We already have visitors, and they aren't too fond of your employers.
Don't you think
You
these
should
soldiers will
rethink your
recognize you?
position, old man.
I doubt it.
The light doesn't show
Even if
mercy
they know General
on
Nori is
those who
looking for
betray
me,
it.
they wouldn't know my face.
Well, maybe the light can show you the way out of my bloody camp instead.
You don't know who you're messing with.
Oh, I think I do. I'm messing with a bunch of renegade cutthroats who think they can walk into a camp of the Royal Army and make demands just because their lunatic leader told you so. So, one more time for the slow ones among us. We won't attack those elves. On the contrary, if you do as much as lay a finger on them, you'll have to deal with us too. Are we clear?
You...
Are we clear?
Yes.
Zalraka.
What? Wait a moment. You? Gilbert Vilmas, 2nd Division Everlight Infantry, isn't it? Blazes. What are you doing here?
I think you're mistaking me for someone else. I'm not with the army.
Oh, am I? Could have sworn. Oh, well, never mind. Who are you then? And how the heck did you get in here?
The guard let me in. My name is Tahar, and I'm with the Moir from Lithuania. There's something we need to discuss.
Tahar? Like that sodding rebel mage bastard? Boy, I surely don't envy your name. Forentus Copper, 2nd rank sergeant to the Royal Army. So, what news do you bring from our elven friends?
Well, I assume you've taken note of this strange plague going on in Leafshade. The elves have sent me to investigate it and are asking for permission to cross borders.
Granted.
Just like that?
What should I say? We need this plague gone as much as the more here. We've stayed away from the corrupted parts, aye, but we've nonetheless lost 3 men already. Just don't do anything unwise, and you can walk freely within our sectors. One more thing, though. There is something that we need done, and I don't have any men to spare at the moment. Would you be willing to help us as a sign of goodwill?
Of course. What do you need?
Well, it's simple. Since we made camp here, some of my men and women have contracted a nasty kind of fever. We ordered a shipment of herbs from another outpost in the Utran lands, but it hasn't arrived, and the man I sent to get it has not been heard of ever since. Would you be willing to search the shore for my scout, or maybe the ship itself? The weather's been rough lately, and maybe it was wrecked.
Sure. Any idea where we should search?
Aye. Do you have a map? Here. That's where we were supposed to receive the shipment.
Got it. Thank you.
Are you sure we have time for this, Tahar?
It never hurts to have additional allies. What's next?
Oi, you. Wait a moment.
Me?
No, the Queen's golden tits. Of course you. Say, does the name Bertrand Carpel ring a bell for you?
Don't think so.
Really? That's funny. The face he described looked exactly like yours. Anyway, I told him I had no bloody idea what he was on about, so he left, but asked me to leave a message if you should come by, which heck knows why you did.
What's the message?
Just that he's up north somewhere, here in Leafshade, and that he'll be waiting there for you until dusk.
Huh. Well, thanks for letting me know.
Don't mention it. Safe travels.
Anything on your mind?
Got it.
Attack!
No!
I hope you have a good explanation for this.
I do. I'm Iana. I and those 5 men were hired to kill you.
Who are you working for? How did you know we'd be here?
You weren't as hard to follow as you think, Tahar. And regarding your first question, Amaria Leonider.
The head of House Leonider? But why?
Well, I hate to say it, but there are a lot of people who want you dead, Tahar. The question should be, why her? And I'm afraid I don't have an answer for that. I'm not paid to ask questions.
You're assassins.
We are.
Sorry, but I don't understand. Why did you help us?
I'm afraid that's complicated. Do you prefer the short or the long version?
Give me the long version.
All right. I didn't know much about you when I accepted the contract, save for the fact that you were a renegade soldier, and that you, together with an elf named Iria, escaped the Grey Keep prison somehow.
That would be me.
I thought so. Well, we followed your trail until Farland's Hope, where you entered that cave, wherever it leads. Since we couldn't follow you in there, we waited in the village. Well, and it was there I learned that you were after a cure for the Bloodburn.
And that made you change your mind?
Yes. To be frank, I lost someone to the Bloodburn. Someone very close to me. And even though nothing is going to bring her back, I want an answer. In other words, I want to offer you my services.
That guard who sent us here, he mentioned a friend of mine, Bertrand. Did you...
Harm him? No. I don't even know who or where he is. Leonider gave us that name and told us it would be a good lure, so we paid that guard a handful of coins to tell you his story. That's it.
And just why should we trust you? You're a sellsword.
I can't tell you what to do or feel. But think of it this way. If I had wanted you dead, why would I risk my life to save you? Furthermore, word that the assassination failed will get around soon enough. And mark me a betrayer among my kind. Even if I decided to murder you in your sleep, I would not get any money from it.
She has a point.
I do.
That friend you lost, who was it? How did she die?
I would rather not talk about it. Not here. Not now.
How can you help us?
Well, judging from the trail of blood you left behind, this won't be your last battle. I can make sure they'll end in your favor. Also, I am, how should I put it? Different. I can feel and see things others can't.
Such as?
Such as the fact that you were plagued by guilt. It surrounds you like a dark, heavy fog. You lost someone, and you blame yourself for it.
Everybody has lost someone these days.
Maybe. Only you can know this. Long story short, I'm a dreamweaver.
A dreamweaver? I've heard that before. So you're some kind of mentalist?
Close. Let us suffice to say that I feel and perceive differently than most people. In every aspect.
Fair enough. Join us, if you must. We need all the support we can get.
Thank you. There are some things I need to take care of before I'm fully at your disposal. I suggest you finish whatever business you have here, and then meet me at the route back to Iskander.
Will do.
Good. I will be waiting. And thank you for your trust.
Yes?
And off she goes.
For what it's worth, I think you did the right thing. There's something strange about that woman, but she's telling the truth.
Now would you look at
Axes,
that?
daggers, swords, everything for the wary traveler. pleasure doing business with ya. Come again.
Sure.
I'm getting new wares by the next moon's turn.
Yes?
Let's see.
Yes? Did you find anything?
Two things. There's a treant who is affected by the corruption, which makes it likely that it isn't the Bloodburn that's causing this. Secondly, there are strange pools further down the jungle, and they seem to be tainted somehow. I doubt this was Ellen's doing.
Tainted, you say? But could it be...
What?
Well, something like this happened before, in Finn and Mir, over 2 centuries before. Which means, however, that I know how to solve this problem too. Blasted, why didn't I think of this earlier? I think it's time to let Arlen in on the results of our little expedition. Come, let's talk at the square. Arlen, our new friend found some interesting news that might be worth talking about.
Interesting.
What? While you were busy praying our sorrows away, our new friend took the initiative and did some scouting. Care to tell him what we found?
Well, the corruption is neither caused by the Bloodburn nor by the Guardians. There are tainted pools down in the jungle which seem to be responsible.
Pools? But...
Yes, Arlen. They've been tainted.
What do you mean? What are those pools and how do we cleanse them from the taint?
They are, how should I put it, the life source of this forest. Apparently there's a cave full of Aria and Lenya beneath Leafshade, which is one of the reasons why this forest is so lush.
So the water is... magical?
Well, not exactly, but it's vital to the forest's survival. If it has somehow been corrupted, which your story suggests it has, that's bad.
And how do we cleanse them? Is this even possible?
Yes, but it's not an easy task. We'll need a lot of resources for that. And our most capable commander, Gilius, is not in Leafshade at the moment.
Well, if you want to, I can help. I've served as a commander for almost a decade.
I'm not?
If we do that, give you the command over this place until the problem is solved, do you promise by Ellen not to abuse your power?
Arlen, what?
Do you promise?
Yes, I do.
Good. Then I will instruct the citizens to follow your command. For now, at least. As I said, cleansing the pools is complicated, but possible. In order to do that, we will need to expand our sector. The ritualists need to have free and safe passage through the jungle.
I will do my best. What do we do once we've secured one of those pools?
Instruct our workers to cleanse them and make sure they are protected. If the animals are as savage as you claim, then they might be a real danger. Now, best we get started. We've wasted enough time already.
Understood.
Good. Varden, send word to the guards. I will take care of the workers.
Well, that was quick. Let's make sure not to blow our chance. Yes?
Fair enough. If we want the elves to be able to perform the rituals on those altars, we'll need to secure a path for them first.
Agreed. Yes.
Ellen truly smiles upon us.
Building completed.
Give me a second.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Blazes! Help me, somebody!
Well then.
Yes? Yes?
Anything on your mind?
Damn it. It's more complicated than I thought.
They ambushed us. Those fucking bastards ambushed us.
Who did? What happened?
The Bane. That tattooed whore. One moment it was all normal, then they started slitting our throats.
Shit. They're in control of your outpost now?
No. I'm just here because I wanted to stretch my legs. Most of my men were still too sick to fight because of that bloody fever. It was a massacre. Listen, friend. They want to burn that elven village to the ground. You need to stop them. Arlen, he's a good man. He...
May your rains cleanse him from his pain.
This complicates things. If the Bane is willing to slaughter a division of the Royal Army for their goals, they won't show mercy on the Moor here either.
Then we won't show it either.
Let's see.
So, what's the plan? Here goes nothing.
How do you like that?
Just give the word.
We lost a sector.
take a second.
Now would you look at that?
Well then.
Understood.
Building completed.
A good idea.
Caution. We're in for some fun.
What? That's all? I'm only getting started.
Yes, a good idea.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Yes?
We're being attacked! Give the word. Now!
Yes, almost there. Damn it. This is more complicated than I thought.
What do you want?
Yes?
What do you need? Orders? What do you need?
What's next?
We need to gather more wood, Scryer.
Yes? Yes.
Building completed.
Expansion is the key to victory.
Here we go.
They will burn.
Expansion is the key to victory.
Building completed.
All right, give me a second.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders. We're being attacked!
Look at that! Heretics!
Yes, a good idea.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders. Building completed.
You read my mind. Interesting. Let's see.
Anything on your mind?
All right, give me a second.
Yes?
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Iria? Why did the Moorhere leave Finn and Mir in the first place? Everybody I've asked so far gave me a different answer to that question.
Well, in a nutshell, they were convinced that the Council weren't serving Ellen and the Guardians anymore, but themselves. Which is true to an extent. Finn and Mir is an aristocracy.
And that's why they were thrown out.
Pretty much. Elven society anyway. Back when I was a novice, calling someone a Moorhere was an insult.
What did it mean?
Being ignorant, backwards-looking, prudish, and overly...
Saga Sevrante. We will be swift.
Orders? What do you need?
A wonderful day. Ellen truly smiles upon us. Well then.
Give the word.
We're being attacked!
Orders? What do you need? Give the word. That way? I see. Ellen protects us.
Let the Taskmaster know if you have work for us, Everin.
Yes?
Salga Sevrante.
Raka.
Orders. Building completed.
What do you need?
Haven't heard from her in a while.
Give the word.
Building completed.
Will only take it.
Orders? Give the word.
We will be. Damn it. This is more complicated than I thought. Let us see. It will only take a second. Well then. Ooh, we will be swift.
What do you need? Give the word.
Building completed.
Salga Sevrante.
Orders? Give the word. What do you need?
Building completed.
Yes, almost there. Let us see.
Give the word. Orders? What do you need?
Building completed.
Damn it. It's more complicated than I thought. It will only take a second. Let us see.
What do we need?
That way?
Give the word.
A wonderful day.
Give the word.
Ellen truly smiles upon us.
What do you need? Orders?
Salga Sevrante.
What do you need?
Well then.
Our scholars have finished researching a new technology.
Yes, Squire.
Yes, almost there.
Give the word.
Only take a second.
Building completed. Building completed.
We will be swift. Damn it. Well then. Let us see. Haven't heard from her in a while. A wonderful day. Ellen truly smiles upon us.
Orders?
I thought.
What do you need? Orders? Give the word.
We will be swift. Yes, almost there. We will be swift. Damn it. It is more complicated than I thought.
Orders? What do you need?
A wonderful day. Ellen heard from smiles and all.
Orders?
We're being attacked!
Orders?
Building completed.
Salga Sevrante. We will be swift. Damn it. It is more complicated than I thought.
What do you need?
The rocker.
So, orders? Give the word. What do you need? I understand.
It will only take a second. We will be swift. Damn it. It is more complicated than I thought.
All right, give me a second.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
It worked! The pool is clear. We might want to tell...
Building completed. We're being attacked! Take them down!
Just give the word.
Interesting.
Yes?
What do you need?
Uh-huh.
What do you want?
Yes, almost there.
Building completed. Building completed. We're being attacked!
Another one cleared.
Give me a moment to focus.
Yes?
Damn it! I need healing.
They killed one of our heroes!
Blazes! Help me, somebody!
Don't die on me, will you? We need you.
Blazes! Help me, somebody!
Yes.
Damn it! I need healing.
That way. All right.
Blazes! Help me, somebody!
Sounds like a plan.
Whatever's necessary.
Scryer?
Haven't heard from her in a while.
Give the word. What do you need?
Give the word.
Orders?
Damn it. It's more complicated than I thought.
We're being attacked!
You got it.
Will only take a second. Well then.
Give the word.
Anything on your mind?
Yes? Tavrethwayan! It's Ellen's will. Scryer? On my way. Give the word. Yes? Give the word.
What's next?
Scryer? Give the word. We'll be vigilant. To the death! Yes? Attack! For the more here!
Yes? Give the word.
Ellen protects us.
Orders?
Yes?
Scryer?
understand.
Give the word.
Yes?
Yes? Come, Franceway!
We're being attacked!
Scryer? To the death!
You'll regret this, yes?
How do you like that?
All right, here goes nothing. Fair enough. Let's do this.
They will fall.
You read my mind.
Yes?
That's all? I'm only getting started.
Scryer? Understood.
Expansion is the key to victory.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Yes?
Give the word.
What do you want?
Building completed.
Yes?
Just give the word.
Building completed.
Raka.
Yes.
We will be swift.
Orders? That way? I see.
Haven't heard from her in a while. Let us see.
What's next?
Building completed.
Yes, almost there.
Our scholars have finished researching a new technology.
A wonderful day. Ellen truly smiles upon us.
Give the word.
Yes? Scryer?
Another one cleared.
Our scholars have finished researching a new technology.
What do we need? Give the word.
Yes? A good spot.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders. Building completed.
Haven't heard from her in a while.
Anything on your mind?
Yes?
Hmm?
Yes?
Give the word. Attack!
You picked the wrong enemies.
Whatever's necessary.
Anything on your mind?
Building completed.
Yes?
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Scryer.
Yes?
Building completed. The word.
Yes?
Give the word.
Huh? What do you want?
Yes?
Need. Yes, Scryer.
Damn it, only take a second. More complicated than I thought. It'll be swift.
Raka.
Yes? A wonderful day. Ellen truly smiles upon us.
Yes?
What's next?
Scryer.
So, what's the plan?
Yes?
Get ready!
What do you need?
Right between the eyes. Building completed.
Yes?
Yes?
If you think so.
So, what's the plan?
A good spot.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Yes.
It's Ellen's will.
Anything on your mind?
Building completed.
That was all of them.
Well, that went better than expected. Let's tell the scryers about it in case one of the workers hasn't done it already.
Yes.
Yes?
The lands.
What do we need?
That way?
Yes.
Got it.
Scum!
What do you need?
Building completed.
Yes?
Just give the word.
Help me!
They killed one of our heroes!
Turret, please. I
Yes.
Squire.
Yes.
Building completed.
You'll regret this.
Anything on your mind?
Fair enough. Let's do this.
We'll make short work of them.
Damn it! I need healing.
Yes.
Help me.
Here we go. Get ready.
Yes, almost there. Yes? Let us see. Oh, damn it. This is more complicated than I thought.
Yes.
Haven't heard from... It will only take a second. Let us see. Yes.
Orders.
We're being attacked!
Sure.
Building completed.
Got it.
Squire.
So, what's the plan?
Yes, almost there. Take a second. Let us see. Damn it. It is more complicated than I thought. We will be swift. Well then. Let us see. Yes, almost there. It will only take a second. Yes, almost there.
Yes? We're being attacked!
Help me.
Blazes! Help me, somebody!
Say the word, everyone.
Scryer?
Uh-huh.
We will be swift.
What do you need?
A wonderful day. It will only take a second. Truly smiles upon us. So
Huh? So, what's the plan?
Squire.
What do you need?
Yes?
Yes?
For the All Father! For Aegir!
Just give the word. Here goes nothing.
Right between the eyes.
What do you need?
Yes.
That's all? I'm
What's this? I think that was all of them.
No sign of that tattooed woman, though.
She must have made a run for it. Yes?
Yes?
Uh-huh.
Over there?
Orders?
It will only take a second. Yes, almost there.
What do you need?
Yes? Now would you look at that?
Hello?
So, what's the plan?
It's done, isn't it?
Yes, I believe so. Is it over?
I don't think so. Despite everything we did, I can still feel something. A touch of the taint still lingering in the forest. But we already have a suspicion what that might be.
The Treant.
Yes. And while you were cleansing the corrupted pools, we've been searching the tomes for a spell.
A spell? You mean it's possible to cleanse the Treant too?
Well, there's no certainty, but we hope so. As for the cleansing ritual, this magic hasn't been used for centuries. Still, it's our best chance. And you should be the one carrying out the task.
What? Why?
Because, from what I've been told, I doubt the treant will let you speak to it without resistance. Remember, the corruption still has it in its grip. In other words, what you need to do is to fight the treant until it's weakened, and then use the spell on it. The rest lies in Ellen's hands.
All right, then teach me that spell.
I will. Close your eyes for a moment. Valeth tar eswen, joras varl tar. So, did it work?
I think so, yes.
Good. Then use it at the right moment, when the treant is weakened enough. Now go. And good luck. My prayers are with you.
What do we need?
Yes?
Give the word.
Damn it. It's more complicated than I thought. Let us see.
What do you need?
We will be swift.
Yes?
Let us see.
Yes?
Yes, almost there. Damn it. More complicated than I thought.
All right, here we go. Arlen said we should cast the spell once the treant is weakened.
However, we're supposed to do that.
Just focus. We can do this.
Yes.
Understood.
Let's burn them.
Will do.
Sure. That's it! Cast the spell, now!
Fine.
Did it work?
I think so. Can you hear us?
Yes. Here. Taint. Gone. Roots. Free. You friends. You saved. Broken roots. Broken branches. Mid sleep. Thank.
I think we should report back to the village now. Arlen and Varden will be thrilled to hear the news.
Yes? Yes? Yes?
Fenrir, it's done.
So, the spell worked?
Yes, it was a hard fight, but the treant is cleansed. The corruption seems to be over.
That is remarkable. Ellen must have truly smiled upon you.
Maybe.
Truth be told, it's a bit ironic that it was a human who saved our people from this plague. But I'm just glad it's over.
Don't get your hopes up, Varden. Those humans who took over the Nortander camp, the Bane, they'll be back.
Be that as it may, we held our end of the bargain. Will you help us?
Yes. Yes, we will. I've said it before, we are a small people, but you will have our help whenever you need it. We will send you a scryer and a division of our best soldiers and craftsmen to support your cause.
You'll have to give us time, though. A couple of days, maybe. We have to pick up the pieces the corruption left first. Where can we find you?
We've set up camp in a valley in Iskander. We can leave you a map.
Yes, do that. I'd invite you to stay for some days, but I'm assuming you have another matter to attend to.
A lot of them, actually.
Well then, this is goodbye. Thank you again for everything, friend, and may Ellen guide you.
Just give the word.